This week on the Asian American Spotlight, I want to talk about Ed Skrein. Now, Ed Skrein is an Asian American. He's not even Asian. He is a Caucasian, I think British actor who was in the center of the latest whitewashing controversy. So if you haven't heard, big news, I think it was last week, Hellboy came out and announced that they were going to cast this Asian character, Major Ben DeMaio, with Ben Skrein. And Ben accepted the role, and of course the internet kind of roared out at this situation. And what Ben did blew my mind. He stepped down from the role, and he wrote a very thoughtful letter that I read in my trailer on my last day of Dirk Gently, and I'll post a link to his Twitter and this tweet specifically. And I don't really follow Hellboy. Like, I've read a couple of the comics, I've seen the movie, like the first movie, but I don't know anything much about the lore, the characters. Major Ben DeMaio, I didn't even know this character, and it didn't make any difference to me who they cast. But when I was reading this tweet that he wrote, this letter, and just this last part, I'm sad to leave Hellboy, but if this decision brings us closer to that day, it is worth it. I hope it makes a difference. And for whatever reason, just reading those last words just brought me to tears. And I was just sitting in my trailer, crying with myself, thinking, why does this matter so much? And it's probably because this thing that we're all trying to fight for right now, and this is what you guys are helping to support. I mean, I know we're making progress, but sometimes it just feels like we're never even going to get close. So to have an ally like Ed Skrein do something that is so hard for any actor to do, it is so tough to turn down roles. You know, where jobs aren't guaranteed for us. You know, he's not an A-lister. I hope he gets there one day, but it's not an easy thing to turn down something, especially on a project of this scale. So to be able to do that is, I mean, that's huge. And I think he's going to get a huge wave of support from this, and he certainly has mine. I will work with Ed Skrein any day. But yeah, that's big. So since then, the producers of Hellboy, I think from Lionsgate, they've announced that they're going to cast someone closer to the source material. And there's so many things about the story. I mean, it's a supporting character, you know, and their usual reasons for casting a Caucasian actor over a person of an actor of color is, you know, for the box office. But for the supporting characters, it doesn't really make that big of a difference on, you know, to the bottom line. You know, it just gives an opportunity to raise the profile for, you know, an actor of color to maybe be the person that makes a difference someday. And if you can't foster that, then it's impossible. It doesn't happen. So I commend Ed Skrein, and I thank him so very much for what he's done. I hope he's in a good place now. There's been a huge wave of support. Follow him on Twitter. I hope he gets a really awesome project after this. And what a wonderful way to use your privilege to be able to just step down from something that didn't feel right, that so many people, I guess, complained about, and you just, I don't know. So many things I can't even think right now, but it happened. So this week's Asian American Spotlight goes to Ed Skrein. I'll see you next week.